Hello everyone and welcome to NEET Mentor. In this session we will talk about what happened today in the Supreme Court, the case hearing which was planned to be had today. The hearing happened and all the stakeholders were also present, but still we didn't come to any conclusion. Let me tell you what happened. I will also tell you when we can expect the start of the counseling, and if considering the counseling starts, then by what date the counseling will conclude, the last date of counseling and all. So this proceeding started with the uh, statement from the petitioner's advocate, and she was explaining the point that the affidavit was received, okay, from government side or NB side, because in the earlier court case hearing the judges had given a notice to NB and Union of India both, that how they can change the pattern of the examination just couple of days before the examination. Okay, so in that notice, in that affidavit, because it was not made public, but as per the petitioner's advocate, she mentioned that it seems there is a tussle between NB and Union of India, but that's different matter. Okay, now it came to whether the answer key is released. The judge asked the answer key is released or not. So answer key was not released. In reply to that, NB, the advocate from NB side, they said that we can't release the answer key because it's our rule. The limitation is kind of very hilarious. Okay, she mentioned that we have objective based questions and the syllabus is very small. In case we release the answer keys and the question papers for every year, we will be out of the questions, means we won't be having the enough questions for the next years if we start releasing the answer and questions for every year. That's why they don't release the answer. Okay, so that's the kind of like very uh, hilarious comment from the NB side, and they mentioned that Union of India were not present in the last hearing, they are not also present in this hearing, but the same time the judge pointed out that the advocate from the Union of India, representative from Union of India, is sitting next to you. And as in when they said that, okay, they pointed the advocate from Union of India, he came laughing. Okay, so that kind of thing is happening. All the stakeholders are present, but they are not in the mood of like approaching the matter. Okay, the next step, what it happened, no answer key is released. The judges asked, did you file an RTI for the answer key? The answer key, the RTI is filed, but no response. Okay. And NV mentioned that we are not responsible for the next procedure because we are responsible for the conducting of examination. For the counseling and all other parts, Union of India is responsible. Okay. Finally, the court concluded the matter that it is a miscellaneous day today. Okay, so we will hear the matter on a non-miscellaneous day, NMD. Okay, and non-miscellaneous day, I don't know when it will happen. Okay, but there is a Diwali vacation also, though it is more likely that the next hearing, which is not given yet, okay, the date will be given, and when it is given we will update you, okay, through the WhatsApp group or Telegram group, or we will shoot a YouTube videos for that. But it is more likely that the next date would be after Diwali vacation. Okay, and through this hearing we could figure out they are not in urgency. We are also shocked that, okay, how the petitioner advocates are not showing any kind of urgency to conduct the counseling. They should have mentioned that examination conducted on this much, on this date, and since then more than 2 months, okay, around 2 months happened. So candidates are waiting, and more than 2 lakhs of candidates who are doctors, okay, are waiting for their counseling, and they are sitting idle. They don't have any next guideline. So nobody is talking about the urgency of the counseling, which is already getting delayed. Okay, and that will result into the juniors who will join, or the first year in residents who will join late, and that will impact the uh, impact the facilities and the resources at the hospitals. So it is a strain that none of the petitioners advocates are talking about the urgency of the counseling, and it's just kind of like in every hearing they are trying to understand the current progress, and after the current progress is finished, when it comes to talk about the next thing, they either make excuse like next state or somebody is not present from Union of India. In the last hearing, the representative from Union of India was not present, so it was a kind of like genuine things. Okay, but in this hearing, the CGI was not present. Okay, and those two judges didn't look like they are very much interested to hear this matter today in the absence of CGI. So might be they are waiting for the CGI presence in the next date, and they will hand over all the proceeding to CGI and they will take the decision. It looked like that's how it's happening from the judges side. Okay, and they are not ready to take any kind of decision or giving next direction, so delay will further continue. And now let's talk about if the counseling, there was a fake notification. As per that notification, when the counseling start on 21st, choice filling starts on 21st, then it would end on 5th of Jan, the last date of the counseling, the fourth round or fifth round. Okay, but if the counseling is starting, let's suppose in the first or second week of November, okay, because it's very less likely that it will start before Diwali vacation. So if it's starting after like 5th of November or so, then the counseling will end by 15th of Jan. So you will have to keep on adding the last date. So if the counseling is ending by 15th of Jan, so you can assume that how much more time we have for the preparation. So the candidates will definitely have to make a mindset whether they want to prepare for the next year. If so, then they have to start the preparation now, and that will definitely impact the cutoff and all things. Okay, so right now is very uncertain. Even it's very uncertain to say that in the next year we will have some decision. Okay, because it's kind of blame game which will happen more. And I'll tell you one more matter which is more serious. The government authorities, the state government authorities have pointed out to NB that they have to release the normalized score. Without that, they won't be able to make the state merit list for the in-service candidates. So that matter is not in the court now. What will happen when that matter comes into the court? It is now the fight between Union of India and state government. Okay, so that will be kind of different matter, and without that is getting sorted out, the counseling for the states will not start. Okay, so many things which will create like a more chaos is on the path. Okay, so now you can analyze like how much delay it can create and where we stand right now. So that's all from my side. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.